Here I am at our comparison gardens. We have a test plot on the right for farming God's way with all the mulch. On the left we have conventional with no mulch. So what we have a plot of 6 meters by 6 meters for beans on the upper side, and then down on the lower side towards that citrus tree we have 6 meters by 6 meters of maize, planted farming God's way. We used Terran ropes. We dug traditional or farming God's way planting stations for the maize. We did the farming God's way inputs, which this time were cow manure. We used dry because we didn't have fresh. We used wood ash, 1 tablespoon in each planting station. We followed the farming God's way specs for the beans as well. And then we mulched. This was all done less than 1 week ago, so it's been somewhat dry, and there's been no germination yet. But then over here on the left we have our conventional. So what we did here is we cleared and plowed the ground just like we traditionally would. Before we planted, we broadcast manure. We use the same cow manure, but we just spread it over the surface. We measured out. We used the same amount. Put the same amount of cow manure all over the surface, and then we went ahead and planted. And again, for planting, we used the same amount of seed, but we didn't necessarily plant in rows. We just did traditional style where you dig your holes, throw your seeds in, and away you go. So exactly the same amount of seed, exactly the same amount of fertilizer. We did not use any wood ash. That was one thing we did not do. But we're going to see how they come out. So again, farming God's way on the right, conventional on the left, and we'll see how this turns out. We'll update in a few weeks once they germinate, and we'll see how they did.